Good morning, everybody, and welcome to your May SBDM webinar. So on the screen, you're going to see our agenda. We're going to start with a quick just thank you and our takeaways from the endorsement training this past month. A reminder of the virtual experience member training, information on new coordinator trainings, some election tips, training options for our council members, and some reminders of different offerings from KDE. So first and foremost, thank you for attending the 2025 endorsement training. So this training is required by statute, and while required trainings are sometimes sort of viewed as just like a checkbox to complete, we are really appreciative of the thoughtfulness of your responses and your engagement throughout the entire endorsement training. So thank you again. If you were unable to attend the endorsement training, please reach out for me for additional guidance on how to make that up. I briefly wanted to touch upon some of the feedback that we received from the training. So for different training suggestions, we received trainings on budgets, policy and bylaw revisions, and then an SBDM 101 refresher. But as far as technical documents, we also found themes across all three trainings about an editable minutes and agenda document to just provide to our council chairs, assistance for secretaries and people who are taking notes throughout the meeting itself, and then a one-pager of required policies. If I've missed anything or you think of anything else that would be helpful, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. We're always looking to expand our collection of SBDM documents. We will be hosting a free virtual training for experienced council members. In the previous years, we hosted council's role with continuous improvement, but this year we decided to switch it up a little bit and are hosting the Rise to Proficiency training on June 17th and 18th from 10 to 11:30 Eastern. The members will have to attend both days in order to receive their ELA credits. To register, the participants can complete the registration form that's linked in the PowerPoint, and that form is also within the newsletter as well. In addition to the endorsement training, we like to host a new coordinator training for those who will be serving in the position for the first time. While the endorsement training provides an overview of changes within the SBDM program, the new coordinator training goes more in depth into the nuances of the role itself. We are hosting it on May 22nd at 10 a.m. Eastern, and you can register through the link. And while this is, geared towards new coordinators, you do not have to be new. Anyone is welcome to attend if you just like a refresher of the roles and responsibilities of a coordinator. Election season is in full swing, so just some quick reminders. Teachers are elected by a majority vote. That means half plus one of eligible voters. And that is of all certified staff in the school and not just those who voted on that particular day. Parents are elected by a plurality, meaning more than any other candidate. And minority representation is required when a school has 8% or more student minority population. Schools can use the SAR report, our superintendent's annual attendance report, which gets released in the fall, or they can take a look at their enrollment on October 1st of 2024. So they can already take a look at that data and see if they're going to need minority representation on their council. We do have several election resources that I just want to remind everyone about. So we have the parent and teacher SBDM council member flyer, if you're looking to try to get more parent or teacher engagement in council itself. And then we also have the SBDM minority election reference guide that talks specifically about minority elections. So it has that minority representative flowchart. It contains different scenarios. It has our frequently asked questions. So it's really supposed to be an all-inclusive document on minority elections. Before we move on, are there any questions about the election process or anything that we've touched upon? So there's a question of when do members have to be appointed or elected by? That's going to be within the bylaws. So I would check within your the school's bylaws to see what it states in there. Dina, I see your question. I think I'm going to need a little bit more context. So if we want to hold that off until the end, and then you can provide me some more information, we can sort of talk through that specific scenario. Are there any other questions? For this school year, the training offerings by KDE are SBDM 101 for our new council members. This can be done either in person or virtually. For experienced council members, we have Rise to Proficiency, Council's Family and Community Partnerships. It can be in person or virtual, and that is the training that we're going to be hosting in June. Decisions with Data can be hosted in person or virtually. Roles and Responsibilities can be in person, virtual, or self-paced. Council's role with continuous improvement, and we offer that only as self-paced. And you can find the training modules and all the materials on the SBDM training webpage. A quick note on roles and responsibilities and Council's role, the self-paced versions. So the current training that's up, it says 24-25 in the title. It is okay for your council members to take that if they were elected this year or for this upcoming year. That training will be switched out on July 1st for the 25-26 training, but we use that specific ELA certificate until June 30th. So if anyone asks you about, well, this says 24-25, it's okay for them to still use it. The ELA is still going to be good and meet their training requirements for the 25-26 school year. The Pritchard Committee is hosting their 2025 Groundswell Summit and annual meeting in Paducah on June 9th and 10th. All stakeholders, including community leaders, are invited to attend. The annual meeting will contain keynote speakers, interactive workshops, and networking opportunities. You can register and find more information within the link in the PowerPoint, as well as within the newsletter. So we've shared this a few times, but Success Stories of Effective Partnership Forum is still accepting stories of schools and districts that are creating partnerships with families. These stories will be shared as a resource and inspiration to other schools. You can read about the stories that have already been submitted within the District and Student Success Success Story website. And you can learn more about the Family Partnership Council within the Family Partnership Council website. The 2025 Kentucky Continuous Improvement Summit will be hosted on September 22nd and 23rd at the Central Bank Center in Lexington. Our keynote speaker, Missy Testerman, is the 2024 National Teacher of the Year. She's from Tennessee, and she's dedicated to ensuring the next generation receives a broadened education while living in a rural setting. Registration will be forthcoming, but we look forward to seeing you all there. That's all I have for today. I'm happy to stick around and answer any questions that you may have. I'm going to put the verification form in the chat if you wouldn't mind filling that out. But otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful day.